So this is how most of my mornings start out. I try to get my remote start to work through my home, hopefully out to my car, and see if it actually works. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. 50-50 chance. We're gonna see today. Let's go. It worked. I always know the day is gonna start off right when my remote start works. Hey guys, it's Cayley. I am taking you along with me for another day in the life, pretty much a whole day of thrift with me. I'm here at the office now, so I got some things to do. I'm gonna pick up Nikki and we are gonna go sourcing. On the way, I need to stop and get gas, and as you guys know, we're going to one of my favorite places to thrift because our favorite coffee shop is there. So we are going to stop and get a coffee. Let's go pick up Nikki and we'll get headed out to the thrift stores. I guess I should say, like, goal for today is probably, for me, like 50 items, but we'll see what Nikki thinks. So we've got a really busy day ahead. I am about to get Nikki, she's like over there, to hop in the car. We're getting some shipping stuff done and we are about to hop in the car and head out to thrifting. I think we have to stop and get gas along the way, which I don't know if you guys have been noticing, but at least in my state, Ohio, gas prices have been like skyrocketing. And I'm spending so much money just going thrift store to thrift store. It's a new year, so I'm looking at all of my expenses. I'm trying to cut down anywhere I can, and gas is definitely one of them. If you guys are finding yourselves in the same boat, here is something you can do right now to start saving money. Switch to Mint Mobile, who I'm partnering with for today's video. You guys might have already heard about Mint Mobile if you've seen those funny ads that have Ryan Reynolds in it, who is also an owner.
Hey there, it's Ryan Reynolds, owner of Mint Mobile. Enticing, right?
But let me really quickly tell you how awesome their service is. Mint Mobile offers premium wireless service starting at just $15 a month, and you don't have to sacrifice any coverage, speed, or data. They're built on the nation's largest 5G network, and they're able to keep their costs so low by selling directly to you online. They're able to cut out the middleman, like the retail stores and all the salespeople. And why should you have to pay more in order to access the same network? For instance, I've been using Mint Mobile while I've been out comping at thrift stores, and I haven't noticed a difference in speed. Switching to Mint Mobile can be super easy thanks to their new eSIM card. You can sign up and activate immediately right from the comfort of your own home. No more standing and waiting in line at a big wireless store. You can keep your current device and phone number and easily make the switch. And if your phone isn't eSIM compatible, Mint Mobile will ship you a free physical SIM card. Making the switch for me was super easy and took only about 15 minutes. My phone was compatible with the bring your own phone plan, so they basically just shipped me a physical SIM card and then I swapped it out for the one I already had, finished the setup process, and I was ready to go. It was very little effort and saved me so much money. Money that I can now invest into inventory. All of the Mint Mobile plans include unlimited nationwide talk and text, plus lightning fast 5G and free mobile hotspot. Mint will show you how much data you use each month and recommend plans that will actually save you money. Mint also offers a modern family plan that allows you to set up a super affordable family plan with as little as 2 lines. You can use my link below down in the description to start getting premium wireless service starting at just $15 a month by going to mintmobile.com/Cayley. Stop paying more than what you need to on your wireless bill and start saving big with Mint Mobile. So I think Nikki is ready to go, so let's get out of here. I already said it. Well, I guess I'll say it again. My goal for today is to get 50 items, which is a lofty goal. What's your goal?
47.
Oh, that is specific. Okay.
I don't know.
47.
I'm feeling 47 today.
All right.
47. That's how many we're going to find.
All right. Let's go. I forgot to film us getting our coffees.
Mine's gone. I drank it.
All right. So let's see what we can find.
Yay!
So very first thing that we're always doing is finding a new rack so we can figure out what the new color of the week is. So here Nikki is going through a halfway completed one, and we notice that the color tab is blue. So that's the color we're going to be looking for in this thrift store here today. So I'm the kind of person that I always want to tackle one section at a time. Nikki hates doing shoes, so while she is looking in the men's department, I start gathering shoes. So I just walk the whole store and get that section completely out of the way. So there's some bed stew shoes over here, but they've not been doing very well for us. What the heck is that? Hold on. Hold on. Are you being serious?
$15, but they'll go for 65. So.
I feel like this is a hard good. I'm just. In case you guys missed anything in previous videos, Nikki always gets on to me for getting large, oversized items because they're super difficult to ship and they're just kind of a pain in the butt. So I'm just teasing her a little bit here because this is really the only time she's ever picked up something like that. So I had to give her a little bit of a hard time. Just throwing it out there. So I'm on the hunt for anything Y2K because it's a really popular aesthetic right now. Guess tends to be one of those brands that you can get Y2K items in. And I thought this belt would do better than what it did, but when I did comps on it, not performing very well, so we left that behind. Here's another possible Y2K item that I almost got. Rampage is another brand that sometimes performs well, but I just wasn't feeling it with this one. It didn't have any chunky block heel or anything like that. There's this cool Aztec blanket over here. I thought maybe it was Pendleton, but 'tis not. Here's a factor that you guys might want to be on the lookout for. It is knit flats. Anything that has this like stretchy slip on in a flat shoe, I'm looking up. Rothy's is probably the most perfect example of that because Rothy's became so popular. Other brands that are doing this are performing good as well. I looked up these particular ones and this brand was not performing well, but you might want to look that up. I typically try to search knit flats along with a brand. Next up, I came across these women's Sperry's. Sperry's in general, like the older boat shoes, do not perform well for me anymore, but sometimes these newer models can. So what I did is I Google lensed it really quick, figured out that they were called the Devon Oxfords, and then I took that style name and looked up a comp on eBay. They actually seemed like they were doing pretty well. It seemed like it must have been a newer style because I didn't see a whole lot of information about it, but I was actually going to pick these up based on comps and probably list them for about $35, but after looking them over, I noticed there was a little bit of wear, and so we ended up leaving those behind. Really should have checked the wear before I even did the comp because I wasted my own time. I don't recognize her, but everybody he talks to is a reseller. Well, I'm sad about these bean boots because these have been doing well and they're fur lined, but there's no insoles, so we're gonna put them back. One of the things we're constantly doing while we are at the thrift store is if we put an item in the cart, we're putting it on our sourcing spreadsheet, which is what Nikki's doing here. She's doing a quick title, how much it costs us to purchase the item, and then because she's already doing the comp, how much we expect those items to go for it. That way we don't end up doing them twice once we get them back to our office. Probably gonna have to pay attention to, oh, that's really nice.
I don't know what it is yet.
It looks like tinsel lyocell. That's what it feels like. We're gonna have to be careful about picking up coats and sweaters because we're gonna start picking up spring stuff. Only getting stuff with 100% sell-through stuff. The Talbots?
Yeah.
Nice.
It was 90 to like 35.
Nice. Where'd you find all these?
In this aisle. While I
Oh,
was
really?
waiting for a new rack. Look how cool this is. It has our name
Oh,
spelled
it's a
out.
spell out.
And it's a breast cancer one.
Oh, it might be worth more or less. Probably more. That's cool. Get in my cart. I pretty much comp every supple, soft leather knee-high boot, regardless of brand, because that really brings up the value. These are just Crown vintage boots, and I almost never pick up this brand, but I did comps. They seem pretty decent, and we should sell those for about $40. I'm gonna start, you haven't done dresses, right?
I did this once last
Okay,
time.
I'm gonna do leggings.
Ooh, they're called the 90s.
Oh, they might be good. Baggy stuff's been doing really good.
Whisper Express, like an idiot.
I would say they're baggy too, because didn't you say that that means that they fit bigger?
Mm-hmm. Full body.
How many we got?
3 to 2.
I mean, I
Might
would
still be
risk
worth
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, just because this
I'm
baggy
marking
style's
40
good.
in the middle.
Okay.
Okay, Zara. 90s. Length.
Would
jeans,
include
size
baggy
6
as a keyword.
$6.99. $45. Baggy. Nice. I wasn't sure about these. I know sometimes these are hit or miss. These aren't compression though.
Yeah,
only their compression ones. Oh, no, they're
they've got issues.
Yeah. I just quick grabbed.
That brand's been hit or miss for us lately, though.
Okay. Ready? Ready? Relax straight jean.
Those will probably be good. Are they men's though?
They are 33, so probably.
Oh, yeah, look like they might
The
be.
relaxed straight jean 33. No. No sold ones. I don't know. They are going for pretty high. I feel like we could risk it on those.
Risk it and list them for much lower.
Yeah, probably like 60.
Let's go with 50 to get them
They're
to
also
move.
button fly, which I think will help. Okay, so we'll do 50. Everlane, relaxed, straight, jean, 33, new with tax. I'm gonna list these at 49 because they should be pants. I will list them 50, you said?
Yeah, just to get them to move.
Okay. Whee!
I feel like I'm getting more confident in filming.
Do this.
Like I don't care as much. Yeah, I was looking for the logo when you handed me that, but I couldn't find it. But they're also not always putting it where they used to. And sometimes they do like a spell out, which is weird.
I need to see if I can find a size touch. The hunt for the size dog. You're gonna record how long it takes me to find it.
Yes. Oh, I think I see one.
It is men's.
How do you tell?
This M means men's. Oh, I put this one online. It's fine.
So the style number is between the L and the S, is that correct?
Yes. So I'm gonna put the style number on here as LM 464680S.
And you know that it's men's or women's because right after the L, it's either LW for women's or LM for men's.
Yep. And I'll save that and comp it later.
They're playing an F.
Oh, we gonna dance!
So I'm going through the rest of the aisles and looking for these blue tabs because that's a new color. I come across, I don't even know how to pronounce it, the IETS Franz. This is an Urban Outfitters brand that sometimes performs really well. I don't know. I looked up comps. They weren't good. I felt bad leaving them behind, but we did leave them behind. But I was really going back and forth because last time I picked those up, they did really well. And it just goes to show that things change with season and with time and with trends. So you really, really, really have to always be constantly looking up comps.
Some Beyond Yoga leggings, but they are very faded and they're cropped.
I came across a couple pairs of Lululemon leggings here, but they felt very low quality and they had a ton of pilling. Lately with Lululemon, if I cannot find a size dot, we've been leaving the like leggings behind. They're just too hard to measure and determine size, so leaving those. I actually found this in the adults coat section, but it is a girls kids North Face fleece jacket. I definitely would have gotten this and sold it for about $30 had the condition been better. I wanted to show you this item because I think this is a big mistake that a lot of newer resellers make, or even some more seasoned resellers, but we see people show certain brands at thrift hauls and get really excited about them, like the North Face. And so you go into a thrift store, you find North Face, you get excited about it, and you pick up every piece. But the reality is not every item in a brand like North Face is going to sell. In fact, this brand has actually gone really downhill. And so no matter what I see somebody put in a thrift haul, I always have to look up each individual piece. I definitely left this one behind. It was an older style and not a very trendy one. So just keep that in mind as you're going through thrift stores. Not every piece is created equal. This ended up being a pretty good find. This is an Eddie Bauer men's First Ascent down jacket. It also had a specified down fill, which is a good indicator. This one was EB800, so I made sure to look up Eddie Bauer First Ascent down jacket. I think I even added 800 in there just to get a better idea. And comps look really good for this item, even in pre-owned. And I can't remember what I'm going to list this for. I want to say about $50. That was kind of right in the middle of what everybody else was doing. So that's what I am going to list mine for. But this was an absolute solid pickup. And honestly, Eddie Bauer is a brand I don't usually pick up. It just so happens that this particular piece does well. Came across a lot of American Eagle jeans this day, and they were actually the more modern style. So first thing I always check is, does it say Outfitters at the end? If it does, that's an older style. Then I'm going to check the style on the inside. Like you see here, these are called the Favorite Boyfriend, and then I check the size. What I'm looking for is, again, that newer style and something other than just a skinny jean. Anything that is straight leg, wide leg, or flared, those are the ones that typically do the best in American Eagle. The only exceptions I make for skinny jeans sometimes are if they are plus size. So I'm just looking at all these and trying to determine whether they are worth picking up or not. This is a pretty pitiful cart. Very pitiful. I saw these Gigi Moda pants and did a comp and could not tell like what was good in this brand or not. Once I did see were linen were doing well, but this was not, so I left that.
Those I've been able to get oil stains out of.
Well, good. Can you get this one? Because
maybe I used on dish soap
and
on the
this.
last one. Okay,
This is a downy stain.
that might be done for. But the oil stains on dish soap sometimes works. I think it's fine.
Okay.
We've been selling the exact same ones.
Good. Even better.
We actually have sweats in that color. This is what I'm not sure about, Gymshark.
Guys, I had talking during this, but I'm going to be really surprised if I don't get a copyright strike and have to edit many parts of this video just because of how loud the music was in the background. But let me give you a little bit of insight as to what we are talking about here. A new rack had just come out. We were grabbing whatever we could, whatever we thought might be valuable off the new rack, and then just doing comps, discussing if it was worth it, if it wasn't worth it, why we picked it up. We like to share kind of our thoughts with each other. It helps us both grow in terms of sourcing. And then if we do decide to pick it up, we are putting it on the sourcing spreadsheet. This descendant of thieves I have picked up in the past, and we were just kind of talking about, again, kind of like I mentioned before, it used to do really good and had sold quickly for us, but then we did a comp, did not sell well. So with that in mind, again, just make sure you're always checking comps.
This was for $25. What a bummer.
What were the availables?
These were the ransom sold or ransom fit.
Yeah.
One available, one sold.
What are the available ones for?
Oh, apparently there's two, but it only says one. They're really cheap too.
Okay, we'll put that one back. Pretty sure we did sell polo. That went well though.
Alright, did you look this up?
We did not. Gymshark men's size large.
Gymshark men's shirt size large. 88. 80. Might be worth it.
You might have to
For
list it at
25.
20.
20?
Yeah.
Yeah, because some of them are cheaper. And these are short sleeve. See if that changes anything. So 48 are sold. 50, I mean, I don't know. Let me go back to sold. Why is my phone not working? I feel like if we listed it for 20, we could probably sell it. I don't know. Some of these are actually pretty cheap.
Maybe we
Maybe we
skip.
Okay.
This I did not check over. I just grabbed it because everybody's there. Do you hear that sound? Someone, it sounded like it was doing that like whistling that only certain people can hear.
Yeah, well, hold on. I can't hear it.
It looks really nice. That looks like the one that I just got.
There's a few feathers, but nothing like
I was just trying to figure out if there was a downfill.
Not on there.
We might also want to make sure the zippers work.
Do have a fill.
Is it down though? Oh, might be worth it. It's longer length.
Minimum 80% down, but it doesn't tell me what the like.
Extra small. We're gonna have to look that up. It's fleece lined on part of it.
It's only the top.
I feel like extra small is gonna be a no, but
Long down coat. That is not an S. One. No. It's a no.
bust. So we got 13 items. Wah wah. But we got some pretty high dollar stuff though. Real quick. We only got 13, did I say?
Yep.
Yeah, 13 items in there, so not great. We should be able to hit one more thrift store, but we are kind of on a time crunch today because we are meeting one of our newer people and picking up some of the items that she sourced and listed for us. And we're going to pick those up here in just a moment. I'll show you guys some of that. But if we have time left after that and lunch, we're going to go to one more store. But I think we might have enough time.
We should. Even if it's just a quick run, we should have time.
Yeah, not a lot of items in there, but definitely some higher dollar stuff, which might make up for the fact that we didn't get a lot. You found those, what, ski things?
Just for the record, the employee brought them to me and asked me if I wanted to look at them. I was not in the home goods section. I was in the men's section, and I just looked them up because they were new tags, and they were good. So, I am not buying home goods. But
let the record show that she technically got a hard goods item and she liked it. So
if you guys do not see Cayley after this video, she's buried somewhere in Ohio. Good luck finding her.
It was the first hard goods item of your research in 2023. We said you were gonna dip your toes and that was the first one.
Well, that was one toe. You get one more and that's all you get.
All right, we'll see you guys for lunch. Okay, so obviously today did not go according to plan. I plan to bring you guys along with us through like the rest of our thrifting day, but what ended up happening is something that usually happens, which is things do not go according to plan. So we met up with our new sourcer slash lister slash photographer. She does all the things, but we picked up a bunch of items, 125 items to be exact. So thrilled that I can pick up everything already done. And we brought everything back and it completely filled up the car. After having lunch and getting all of these items stuffed into the car, we had very limited time left. So we ended up going to one more thrift store with this person. And we kind of just all thrifted together. We ended up getting a few more items, but just to be honest with you, I think like in total today, we only ended up with like 15 items for ourselves, but we did end up with more that I gave to the lister to bring to us next week. And sometimes you just kind of have to roll with that. We did find some pretty high quality items today. Those like the ones I was joking with Nikki about, those like ski boots are kind of cool. Something different. I don't even know if that's correct, if they're ski boots or what they are, but you guys will see them in the video. But that was a pretty cool find. Found some Lululemon stuff. That's always like something we try to check off, find Lululemon at least once while we're out. And I think we found like a really good item, a jacket today. So even though we ended up with a small amount of items, we did find some pretty good like higher dollar stuff. Also got to spend time with our new hire and grab all of these items, which are like completely done, reviewed, just got to get them scheduled, which I'm about to go do now. I'm gonna hop off here so I can go do that. I hope that you guys enjoyed the thrift with me. I don't always get to do vlogs as much as I would like to, but I hope that you guys enjoy this kind of content. If there's something in vlogs that you guys would like to see that I'm not showing, something more than thrift with me, make sure to put that down below and we can add it to the long agenda of videos that I want to make. Don't forget, if you want to save money on your phone bill, you can switch to Mint Mobile by going to mintmobile.com/Cayley to start saving big. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.